senior year, I was standing in the ag classroom, and for some reason, I couldn't remember how to spell family. So I asked around to see if someone could help. One of the freshman girls I was standing next to, she looked up at me and goes, "Father and mother, I love you." I looked back at her and was like, "What are you talking about?" She then tells me that if you take the first letter out of each of those words, it spells family. Okay, cool. That's pretty neat, I thought to myself, and I told her thanks. Now when I say family though, I don't just mean my father, my sister, my mom, or all my close relatives, but all my sports activities families, and my family that wears this blue corduroy jacket. Now sometimes in life, we're not always very thankful for our families. Like for a great example, this past year at the Wyoming State Fair, I got a low blood sugar. Now, when I get a low blood sugar, I get a little disoriented. I don't know exactly what's going on. One of my show team family members, they noticed and they ran and got me a soda pop. When they got back with the pop, they gave it to me and I tried to drink it, but it spilled all over me. My mom took it from me and a couple people grabbed me to restrain me, because when my blood sugar is low, I get a little mean. But I fought them until I got the soda pop, and then I was able to drink it. But nevertheless, if it weren't for my show team family, more than likely, I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. See, with low blood sugar, there comes a lot of risks. I could have fell, hit my head, or even died. But on the other hand of the spectrum, there's a lot of times in life where you really appreciate your family. The day that I was most appreciative for my family was the day my father talked about earlier. It was on 5th May 2013. I was at the Newcastle High School rodeo. My traveling partner, who's like a brother to me, we woke up in the back of my mom's Pontiac where we'd been sleeping. We got up and we both agreed that it was a great day to ride. So we went down to the chutes, looked at the draw sheet, and found our livestock. Now they didn't bring enough bulls for all of us to ride, so I had to share one with a kid who's actually here in the audience tonight. And I watched him come out first, and that bull came tearing out of the chute. He turned right back into the latch. My friend was dumped. Now as they started to load that bull in the chute again, I started to get really excited. I climbed over the chute and started to get settled down on top of him. At this point, my heart was racing. After seeing the bull come out the first time, I thought he was going to turn right back into the latch. But as the gate swung open, I was very wrong. As the gate swings this way, the bull takes 2 giant leaps out. By expecting him to turn back into the latch, I was really far over his left shoulder, and I thought I was going off right then and there. But the bull took 2 jumps into my hand, and I reached over my head, and I got a good seat for about a half second. See, the bull started really cranky. He started bucking harder and faster, and I got sucked down into the well. I was thrown to the ground. I landed on my back. As I started to get up, I saw that bull's hoof coming right at me. He hit me on the right breast. I jumped up and ran back to the chutes as quickly as I could. When I got there, I got to the corner, and I kneeled down, and I thought to myself, where's my family? As the bull exited the arena, I quickly got up and walked out of the chutes, or out of the arena. I sat on a black box that was right next to the fence, and people started swarming. Some of my rodeo family members, they came up to me and asked if I was all right. Now, I was unable to respond because of all the reasons my father said earlier. I bruised and punctured my lung, lacerated my liver, broke my collarbone, sternum, and multiple ribs. Now, for this instance, I was so thankful for my family. See, if it weren't for them, I'm sure not everything would have turned out as well as it did, considering all the injuries. Now, throughout life, Wyoming, we face many challenges. Some of them are really big. Some of them are small. But no matter what, there's always someone there beside us, behind us, and in front of us to help make sure that we go down the right trail and that we go down it hard. Going back, kind of going back a little bit, these family members may be your friends, other FFA members, or even your advisors. But no matter what, we have to tell them thank you and let them know how much we care about them. Going back to my first story about not remembering how to spell family, I'd like to give a special shout out to my folks and father and mother. I love you. But Wyoming FFA, I don't say that enough, and honestly, I don't remember the last time I said it. I'm not proud of that. But I challenge you, Wyoming FFA, find someone that has helped you down any path of your life, and make sure you tell them thank you. Make sure you tell your family that you tell them thank you, but most importantly, again, thank your family.